Hello friends, sorry that this has all been delayed and messed up. My day is going a bit sideways all of a sudden, but that is what it is. So we will get started because I have somewhere to be. So I'm hoping we can get the whole card finished, but there is a chance that we'll just have to quit early and I will just have to show you the card when I'm done. But I've tried to do some prep ahead of time, so hopefully we'll be fine. Okay, I wanted to do a card with leaves because that is my team challenge right now. And I wanted to use this Beauty of Friendship because I really have not used it like I should be. And I want to use this sketch, which is the this is the hand stamp sentiments sketch. I'm using another sketch because it just helps me to quickly be able to create something. So I have already die cut our tree, or the branch, the tree, trunk and branches in early espresso. All right, I've done that ahead of time, so we are not wasting time. You can see that this sketch has a circle. So this paper is from the Expressions in Ink, this beautiful DSP here. And I'm thinking it will just be like a really nice kind of harvest moon for the tree to be in front of. So that's my thought process there. That's why I've done that circle in orange. Now, I mentioned blending brushes. So I wanted to do some blending for the leaves. If you have this paper, you know that I could have just die cut the leaves out of here. They already have this beautiful fall feel to it, and I have done that for a different card. But I wanted to do some blending, and I was been looking specifically at the trees when I have been outside, and I noticed that they are green on the bottom, and then they go sort of orange and red. So we're gonna try for that. I'm using the colors that are in the DSP. So I'm using Old Olive, Mary Merlot, and Cajun Craze. That's my plan. Anyway, we'll see how that looks. Okay, so what I'm actually gonna kind of do, I think I'll just have this to the side. So I kind of get a sense of where I want my colors to be. Because this die actually isn't that big, and I could see myself easily making this way too big. Although, maybe I will, if I go this way, I still can't get two of these in on this paper. So I'll go here. So we're gonna do the green at the bottom, like I said. So of course with our blending brushes, you want to go in circles to pick up some ink. And then you want to start sort of off the page. And then I'm just going to make this be the bottom. And I'm going to make it be darker near the bottom because, the trees are leaves are changing top down. Okay, so we're gonna start with that. I'm gonna cover this up, move it to the side. Then we're gonna bring in this beautiful Cajun Craze, which is a really pretty fall color. Okay, so we're going to get some ink on this. And then again, we're gonna start over here, really lightly come in here. Gonna make sure I blend down into the green. Ooh, look at how pretty that is. Okay. Close that up. With your brushes, I find I rinse mine off. So I might use them again today. I mean, you don't have to. The color won't die out as long as you kind of, rub them off on your paper. But when I know I'm done with them for the day, I do rinse them underwater. And then we are going to bring in our Mary Merlot. So again, we're going to start over here. And then we're going to bring that in. I want that to be really a bit richer, so I'm going to put a bit more pressure. I'm going to bring it down around the edges too, into the Cajun craze there a little. All right, I could put more ink on this if we wanted. But I'm okay with that. I can always add more even once we die cut it. So I'm gonna stop there. Oh, hello, Chandra. You just got the blending brushes? They're fun. All right, so this is gonna kind of go in there. Comme ça. This will fit through our mini cutter. I don't see anyone else's, yeah, nobody else has commented. Okay. Get out our plates. This is perfect. This paper is the perfect size. Put this on there and run this through. Love the brushes. Yeah, I love the brushes too. They're one of those things that I probably was like, I don't really need those. And then once you have them, you're like, yeah, I 100% need those. If I was smart, which I wasn't, I got a lot on my mind, I would have used an adhesive sheet behind here. But that's okay. That's okay. There's lots of big bits, so we'll manage. All right, so let's punch that out. And then I think what I'm actually gonna do, maybe we'll see. There is a die in this set to make like the back of this tree. You'll see what I mean in a second. Let's just get these bits punched out. Okay. Let's get that out of the way. Recycle, recycle, recycle. So yes, what I'm saying, there is another die, this die, that you can then have like a piece that your tree actually, the branches actually sit on. So at the moment, if we don't do that, we're gonna have the circle, we're gonna have like our tree, and then it's gonna go like that, which is actually really pretty. And then you can see the branches through it. I think I will leave it like that. I think I like that. But what we could have done is we could have done the same blending with the same pattern and had like a background behind it. But I'm gonna go with this. I like it. So we're gonna leave it. I'm gonna put this die back and it's not gonna go in the right place right now. There we go. Okay. And this guy. All right. So if we're keeping with the sketch, we now need to just add some layers and to add a greeting. It calls for more DSP, so it calls for like a piece of paper. So I'm just kind of trying to decide what I want to do here. I kind of think I might want to, I'm wondering if I should use this as like a background. So we could kind of go like that, and then it calls for some more DSP though across the middle, which I'm loath to cut this up this way, but it would kind of be pretty across there. Or we could do this, or we could just abandon this sketch altogether and just go with this blue card and this I would be happy to hear what you guys have to say. Or we could do like a navy, like night. We could do navy. Or we could do this misty moonlight. You can see clearly that as much as I thought I had kind of had this set out, I clearly don't. Not very well anyway. We could do this though. Okay, thinking out loud, thinking out loud. All right, I'm gonna cut this piece of paper. I'm gonna cut it 3.5 by 5. Sorry, I realize I'm off the screen here. I'd say darker background with the moon. Yeah, so what I'm thinking though, if we do this, okay, we're gonna do some more blending, I think is what we're gonna do. And this could totally backfire, or it could look really good. I just actually got a new Night of Navy stamp pad, but I haven't opened it yet. Okay, so I'm going to So this is the thing, you don't always have to start your blending on white paper, right? You can start on colored paper. And kind of go from there. Ooh, let's get that out of the way. I'd be really sad if I messed that up, wouldn't I? Okay, so I'm gonna make this dark. And then I'm just gonna kind of try to blend it down here. And then I'm actually gonna put in some black. Or maybe some blackberry. Or maybe a bit of both. So I suspect we're not actually going to get this finished because now I've kind of gone off track. But let's see. And you can see my paper keeps moving, but I'm not really concerned about that because of the way we're creating this background. I'm not too fussed that it keeps moving. Just gonna keep kind of seeing what this looks like. So that looks really pretty to me, this sort of dark purpley. I'm gonna just put a little bit more dark down here. So look at my fingers. I just saw someone's commented now. I for whatever reason, I'm only seeing the newest comments. It's so bizarre. There we go. Now I've got all the comments. Okay, what was I doing? More blue, right? Is this the right one? Yes. Okay. Just gonna put a bit more of that blue down here. You never would have thought of the blackberry. Yeah, right? It's just sometimes, I was even thinking gorgeous grape, but that's a bit too purple. So that's where this blackberry is actually nice. And it just kind of gives us that nice, without it being black. And the blackberry over the blue kind of still gives you that kind of like, right? Because when you've got a really full moon, sort of that glow off of it. Okay. Right? Ooh, I think that's really pretty. What do you guys think? I think I like that. So I'm hoping that you guys do as well. So now I'm kind of thinking like this is the card. We don't add any more DSP, but we should put a layer on that. So we can either layer it with black behind it. We could layer it with navy behind it. We could layer it with blackberry behind it. Oh my gosh, this card has taken on a life of its own. So let's see, I'm gonna pull out black first. Oh, look, this is even. I'm gonna fold it in half. Hello, Lynn Scott. So that would be if we did a black layer behind it. You guys can vote, okay? So you can kind of see what black looks like. It's a black matte. Or, let's keep that out. We could do a blackberry. This is my blackberry. Oh, I've lost all my comments again. It's so bizarre. I don't know what's going on here. Or we could do a blackberry. Ooh, that's pretty. Matte. Okay, so we've got black, we've got blackberry. Or I need to find my navy paper. Which actually isn't as dark as you think it would be. Or we could do navy. So I think the navy is my least favorite. Okay, so I'm gonna rule out navy, but I would like you guys to vote. So do we matte it with blackberry? Or do we matte it with black? I feel like blackberry. Blackberry, yes. Okay, good. See, we are all on the same page. I love it. We're working together. My paper cutter is upstairs, so I'm just gonna have to step away from the camera again because it was movie night last night and I was doing a whole bunch of stuff, unless I have a piece here. No, I don't have a piece big enough. Okay, so what did I say? I did 3.5 by 5. So I'm just gonna do 3 and whatever that is, 6, no, what, 5/8? 3 and 5/8. By 5 and 8. Okay. 3 and 3/8. There we go. By 5 and an 1/8. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. Now, we still need a card base. So do we put it on a black card? Do we put it on a white card? Is it just sort of like that and like stunning on a black card? And then we need a greeting. I don't even know what kind of greeting you would put on a card like this. Is this just like a thinking of you kind of card? Okay, I see one vote for a black card base. And then do we just, you know, a simple thinking of you down here? I feel like the blackberry gets lost in the black. Okay, I'm cool with that. So Chandra, what would you suggest? I feel like white would be too white, no? Vanilla? We could go vanilla because there's really no white here. Let's see what we got here. So this would be, or yeah, I think white would be too stark too. But I do agree that blackberry kind of gets lost. How about a blackberry base? Okay, yep, and pop it up. Yes, yes, okay, let's try. Yep, I think that actually might look really nice. We could always emboss this even. Okay, so blackberry base. Yep, I like it. I like it a lot. I don't think we have to emboss it because there's barely anything there. So do we even put a greeting? Put it maybe just like that, like just stamped on the blue. What about one of the grays? Yeah, we could do a gray too, but I kind of like the idea of just keeping these colors now that I've done it. So, okay, let's just put some stuff together. How about it, for starters? Let's worry about that in a second. Okay, so for anyone joining late, you're gonna wanna go back and see how we got this, because it was a lot of fun. Yes, stamp right on here is what I'm hearing. Okay, so let's get this lined up because we don't have much of a border, so we have to make sure we get it even. Okay, even. And then I think we're gonna pop the whole tree up. So what I am going to do is just put some bits of adhesive. I don't know which part's gonna actually have a branch or not, so I'm going to put more than I probably need, but then we can just wipe it off. Okay, so I'm gonna put the tree here, and then I'm gonna put this down. Sorry. Gotta pick it up again. Okay. So put that down. And then I'm going to put dimensionals on the back. This will go there. This will pop up on dimensionals. So let's just go to town on that. We're gonna use little ones. Ooh, I'm tempted to use black ones. Do I have black ones open? Okay, so we're gonna use some black ones. I'm just gonna look for spots where I have lots of space, which is nice when you put these two together because then you've got lots where you can hide a dimensional, won't be seen. I'm just gonna spread them out here, being careful that I am putting them in the right spots. I feel like we need one right here. Kind of like one over here somewhere, but I think I'm gonna have to cut it in half. Sometimes you still even have to cut the minis, or I cut off the bottom. Okay, so I'm gonna put one over there, and I need one down here on the trunk. Okay. So that's gonna go on here like this. Okay, so if we are going to stamp thinking of you, does everyone agree that that seems like the best thing to do? And just kind of stamp it down here and have it like this. Does that seem reasonable? What color will we stamp that in then? So, Chandra, what would you stamp it in? Are you still watching? We could do black. We could do blackberry. We could do navy. So much pressure. Emboss. I could emboss it, yeah. Okay, Chandra thinks navy. I'm not discounting anyone else's opinion. I want to be 100% clear here. But Chandra has an excellent, excellent eye for this type of thing. And she is like my go-to when I'm not sure about a card. So let's do it. I'm gonna stamp it once off just to make sure my ink is nice and deep. Ooh, our gold embossed on a blackberry strip. Now come on, you're just making this more complicated than it has to be. That would look pretty though. Well, let's do it in the navy, and then if we don't like it, we can put the strip over top, right? So let's see how this looks. Okay, so that is just the navy. Okay. I do make it more complicated. You're gonna tell me I need like 100 sequins on here too. We don't have time for that. Okay, so far I'm getting more than one I like it in the navy. So you know what? I'm gonna go with the navy, and maybe I can always make a second card where we do the gold on the blackberry. Or Chandra, you can make a card where you do the gold on the blackberry. How about that? Always with the sequins. Yep, always with the sequins. Okay, I'm gonna take that off, and because I like where the moon is, I'm gonna put some adhesive there. Rather than take it off. And I know I haven't put a ton of adhesive on it, but it is gonna get stuck down with the tree. So I'm not really that worried, but I'll lift up a couple more edges. Yes, yes, yes. I do know you well. That's what makes it so delightful. Okay, pull off our dimensionals. So if you guys don't have black dimensionals, they really are quite handy. I've started using them more and more for any time I'm using dark cardstock. Doesn't have to be black, just any time that you're using something dark. So if you don't have any, and you are a customer of mine and you want some, let me know ASAP, because I am sending in a quick order today, and there's a bunch of us on it, so it means everyone gets $2 shipping. So I can easily throw on some black dimensionals for you. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at how gorgeous that is. I don't say so myself, of course, with all your help. And then I love that we have created not at all the card I was planning on. And we have not done the sketch at all. Okay, so let's get out some big black dimensionals, because we are going to use those on the back of here. This is good. We're going to finish up in time for everyone to get on with their Thanksgiving Day dinner, if you're having it today, or whatever you've got going on. Get that guy off of there. Okay, that's gonna go on there. Yeah, that's pretty. See, I don't often, so I'm glad that you guys were all tuning in, because I don't often think of, like, you know, tone on tone with the cardstock. But that looks pretty. Now, we could die cut like a bird, because I think there's birds in here, but I'm not going to. It's a night sky. We could have done something with these splatters. But again, we're not doing that either. We are gonna figure out now, though, some sort of embellishment probably. I feel like our embellishment needs to be like black or blackberry or dark. So I don't know. Maybe we don't need one. Again, we'll go with whatever Chandra thinks, because like I said, she is the queen of sequins and colors, ribbons, embellishments. So if I pull out the satchel of embellishments that are current, Can't use anything that's retired. Let's see what we have. I don't think anything there is dark enough. We do have these dark blue ones. And maybe we don't need any. Are these gold ones still good? Are they not retired? That's an option. We have the black matte dots, but I feel like that is actually too black. I like your idea of, oh, you do like my idea of black. Haha. Okay, well, or there's like the navy from the Christmas ones. What about, yep, I was just gonna get those metallic brush dots. Or we have those. Okay, I think not the gold. Let's rule out the gold. And I kind of think we have to rule out the black. I think we'd be better with the navy than we would with the black. And same with those. Are those too shiny? Okay, what do you guys think? Let's narrow it down to 2 and then kind of go from there. So we can either do the navy. I like the navy, all right. The other one that might be pretty is this one I haven't used yet, this middle, which is, I guess, copper or sequins. Just kidding, yeah. I don't think we have any sequins that are the right color, at least none that haven't retired. Okay, I don't even know where we'd put these embellishments, to be honest, but let's pretend. So if we were going to, we'll just kind of play around. If we were gonna do navy, I'm just gonna, you know, I'm not saying we would put it there, but I'm just gonna put it there so we can kind of see what navy looks like. And then I'm gonna take one of these guys and put it on there so we can kind of see. So, love this card. Aw, thank you. So I actually kind of like how the copper is popping off there. So I'm gonna go with the copper unless I hear too many objections to that. And then it's just going to be about placement. And so even though this card has taken us, you know, a half an hour to put together, it really wasn't that hard, right? You saw that. And if you watch it back, you're gonna see how easy it is. Love how this card turned out. Well, thank you. I love how this card turned out, and it's not at all what I was planning. So that's pretty fabulous when we get a beautiful card and it's not what we're planning. But I don't really know where to put the embellishments. So somebody help me. Anyone? Do we want one up here like where I have it? Maybe just one though, so maybe we don't need that. Or do we want 2 up in this top corner?
What do you mean?
Do we like that? But then where do we put this one?
It's an emo.
Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? I often struggle with where to put this embellishment. Or maybe it's in the moon? Or does that kind of take away from things? Okay, I literally have 3 seconds to finish this up. Above the sentiment. Okay, so where I had it? So do I keep the 2 up here? I never know where to put them either, yeah. Actually, you know, I don't mind that. So we have 1 here and then 2 up here. Do we like that? I mean, that's kind of like the sketch. If I find that sketch, right? It had 2 up top and it had 1 down here. So we've kind of done that. We just haven't done anything else. Okay, yay. Everybody likes it. Okay, perfect. Okay. Oh my God, you guys, I'm so glad so many of you joined me, and I'm so glad that we worked this out together. I couldn't have done it without you. And I'm so glad this morphed into something totally different than what I had planned for. And yay, yay, yay. Okay, so it is 3:53. I have to go because we have somewhere to be at 4:15. But I will post the card and I will edit the video a little bit. This will show up in a bunch of different places. And I would love to see if you guys play around with this blending and create something yourself. All right, thank you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks so much for all your help.